Today we will rank Horseland characters. Finally, I have seen no one doing this, but come on, this was all of us childhood series. There's no way it wasn't yours. You're missing out if it wasn't. Now before we go to the video itself, subscribe, that would help me a lot, so thank you if you did that. So first of all, we have best of all. Adding the most content was important for the lore, you know, all that. Then we have not so best, but cool, you know, kind of like very nice person, but you're missing something which the others don't. Then it's okay, maybe. NPC, basically I forgot you were in the lore, or you had barely any screen time. And then we have last, annoying. Now I need to clarify something before we start. I watched this series like crazy when I was around 11. I am 24 now, so it's been a long while. But I did actually rewatch, I think, season 1 and season 2 somewhere, at least season 1, I think it was on YouTube. So there's apparently a lot of seasons, because when I googled these characters there was a lot of horses which I had never seen. So if it's missing out, it's probably because I simply have not seen these episodes. And I remember there was a lot of like side characters for one episode, but I left them out as well because one episode doesn't really do much, I think. So I took just the main people. But if there's more main people who is not on this list, it's because I just simply have not seen them, because I don't know where to watch this. Seriously, Netflix only had like season 1 and season 2 at some point. Seriously, where do I watch more? Let's get started. Also subscribe, I already said that, but please, you didn't do it, I saw it. We're gonna start with Alma. Alma was a book nerd, that's how I remember her. She was not annoying, she was never annoying, she was nice. I think keeping her friends back, but being also very peaceful, you know, like she could control herself. That's how I remember her. I'm gonna put her in cool. She was very, very cool. She was always very responsible. She was very smart. I don't know. I think she was a very good friend as well. No, wait. Wasn't there some kind of episodes where she went against her friends, and that was very annoying? But this was only one episode, so I will forgive her. She was cool. She was not the best because I don't think she added that much content. She was always kind of side character in some way, I think. But she was very cool. Then we could go for this horse. I need to actually Google what was his name. Next we have Aztec. I hope I said it correctly, I don't know. This horse was, I remember him very cool looking, but he was always very, very annoying. He was always bitching about something. He was always super mean to other horses. He was not like a bad guy as Chili and Pepper were, but he was somehow very stubborn, and I think like he was different level annoying. He was so stubborn. He was kind of the person when you talk in internet who's fighting in the comments about politics or something, but they in fact have no clue about it, but they still are so stubborn about it. They don't believe you because they just believe themselves. That's why what I got him. He's so annoying. Good looking horse, but so annoying. And I always think his stubbornness really never added any content. He was just annoying overall. I don't know.
All I can say about this new horse, it better not be arrogant.
Or high maintenance.
You mean like you two? Well, I say we wait and see.
Then we have, what's this guy's name? Sunburst. I feel like many childhood series, when they kept going, they got like new main characters in the lore. This happened with Wings, this happened with Witch, you remember if you remember, and this also happened with Nani in Horseland. Sunburst is probably, I'm gonna be honest, I think he goes to best. He was always so nice. I also always liked that he also did content for being very smart horse, always telling and teaching other horses, being very calm. I always enjoyed every screen time where he was. He was so nice. I really liked it. If you don't believe me, tell me in the comments one annoying thing about Sunburst, because I know you can't.
No, it wasn't her fault.
Pepper, I really admire your loyalty. Lots of horses would blame their owners, but you stand up for her. That's really great.
You think?
Bailey. Bailey was just like Aztec. He was okay in some episodes, but in general I felt like he was also very easily to be manipulated. He was also very stubborn. When he got manipulated, he immediately believed everything, and then he refused to take any like facts after that when he has been manipulated. You get what I mean? He was very annoying, always knowing everything, but then in fact he barely knew anything. He will go annoying. In one way he added content for being super annoying, but on the other hand, no. He was always super annoying. I don't know what it was. It's just the way he was.
I'm not the one messing up here. Look, You have to chill out or 10,000 people are going to be laughing at us tomorrow.
If we get laughed at, it'll be because you aren't paying attention.
Bailey, either you get your act together or we're done.
Fine then!
Okay, then we have Button. Yeah, silence. Because I feel she had no personality, so she goes to NPC. I'm sorry. Button looks cool and she was a nice horse. There was never anything. Come on, tell me one personal trait she had, like, which made her special. Something she liked. Give me one thing. Yeah, exactly. Your head is also empty. I feel like he was maybe one of the least talking horses in the series. After this, what was his name? Come on, seriously, she was such an NPC. She was always there. She was always on the screen time, but she never had any, like, personality traits there. If she had, she was friendly. Yes, I remember where she was talking a couple of times in the stable. But that's kinda it, isn't it? I don't know anything about her. I think she was very NPC. Every other horse, like, overstepped her with the personality. That's how I feel it. Then we have Calypso. This was my favorite horse when I was a child, like when I first started watching this series. But Calypso was, I feel like she was very talkative. She was maybe one of the most talking horses in the series with Scarlet. Wasn't her name Scarlet, I think it was. She talked a lot, but it was a lot of like NPC talk, you know, that, oh, always be friendly to everyone. I think they spiced up the things with her because she was very... Always when something happened, Calypso was included. Like, do you remember the episode with Molly, for example, when she was always on her phone and then they made the jumping accident with Calypso, and Calypso got huge screen time of that and everyone felt bad for her. Like, Calypso was very often put in the spotlight. I'm gonna actually put her, it's okay maybe, because I don't really remember, again, any special traits what she was. She was very talkative and she was sometimes a bit annoying as well, but in general she was very nice and friendly horse and like somehow smart. Only when Molly fucked up something, then Calypso, I remember, like, because everyone felt bad for Calypso. If you remember Button's or Calypso's personality traits, let me know in the comments. This okay maybe is not like a bad thing at all. It's just on the line, maybe not so cool, but not NPC, if you get what I mean. Let's next take the main character of all. What was her name? Zoe. No. Oh my god. Sara. How did I actually forget about that? I don't know. I will start my rant. Sara was made to be that girl everyone wanted to be. Famous, beautiful, rich family, friendly and smart, high educated, has a lot of friends. She was made to be a person who has no negative traits, so she was in her own way very boring character. I'm super sorry. She was made well, I liked her, but it's a bit annoying when there's like everyone has like something negative traits as well, to keep the series somehow a little bit like realistic but also entertaining, except Sara. Sara was always the one who was solving everything and knew everything, and she could read horses when the horses had nothing to read. She could still read what was wrong with them. Like, seriously, it was so... She was made to be so OP compared to others that I'm gonna put her in the NPC, I'm sorry. I just did it. She cannot go to the best because she was made to be too OP compared to others. If you play a lot of like PvP games, Sara was like diamond player in silver lobbies. She had everything, but others didn't, and that's made her perfect. No, again, she was not annoying, but she was NPC compared to that. Every spot like she never did anything wrong.
Easy. It's not too bad. Stay Button. Don't get up yet. It's just a little scrape. The vet's on the way. Scarlet, are you afraid of the vet? It's okay. Where's Alma?
There she goes, talking to the horses again.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, this feels like a therapy for me. Finally, I could open up about Sara. Like, this Sara thing was annoying me even as a child. It was this bad. Okay, let's take Nani next. The thing is, I don't really remember her so much, but I remember she was like very nice. She was very, very tolerating. Like, Legends remember when Zoe and... What was the other girl? Oh my god, I need to go again. Legends remember Chloe and Zoe wearing as Native Americans because Nani was Native American and they were always mocking her like culture.
I started with my all-time fave Pocahontas costume from Halloween.
A Halloween costume, exactly. The Cherokee ceremonial dress is not a costume. And for you to compare it to You're making a joke of me and my people.
This episode was deep, and Nani was always kind of tolerating it, and she was of course annoyed like everyone would be, but she was always tolerating it, and she was always very smart, but she was not made to be OP. She was always like balanced with next to other people, like she was not made to be completely perfect. I'm actually gonna put her best. Nani is gonna go for the best because she was very nice. Perfect girl who is not completely perfect. She was not made to be, you know, beauty standard rich girl. She was just very smart and she was very helpful and tolerating. Okay, then we have Chili. Chili was of course made to be very annoying, and that's what brings a lot of content. I don't think he was as entertaining than Pepper. I think Chili was always kind of like, oh, how should I say it? He had no really good comebacks. Pepper had super crazy comebacks sometimes. She could go ham with insulting people. She did not really, like, I think Chili was not so free to with words as Pepper was. And not maybe going as far as Pepper.
No, Pepper. Her new horse is gonna be a real thoroughbred.
With papers, of course. Oh, at last. Somebody we can talk to, Chili.
I don't see why everyone's making such a big fuss over Button. She'll be fine.
I agree. You shouldn't have bitten her, but it's not like one of us got hurt.
Chili was always thinking he was better than others, like Pepper, but Pepper was the one who was ready to bully others for it. Of course, Chili was super mean. He didn't just want to put so much effort insulting others as much as Pepper. He did it, of course, as well. Maybe it could tell that Chili actually thought he was better than others, and Pepper just felt kind of insecure as well at the same time. So I think Chili is the coolest looking horse in the whole series. I'm gonna put Chili in best. When Pepper and Chili was talking, I was quiet and I was listening. I'm not putting him for the best because of his personality. I'm putting it because of the content he brings. It was amazing. And we can immediately maybe take Pepper as well. Pepper, I think I will put... I don't know, because there was also moments where Pepper was very annoying, probably because of the axe deck type of stubbornness time to time. Okay, I'm gonna put her to the best as well. I think one of my favorite episodes, this is gonna sound super fucked up, but I remember from my childhood, my best favorite episode was the one where Pepper got this, oh my god, what's called? Anorexia type, that she was so badly losing weight that she started to feel super bad and humans got super concerned. I don't know why it was my favorite episode. I cannot explain it, because now when I watch it as an adult, I was kind of like, damn, they put this in the childhood series. But I think it was very, very entertaining because maybe it was a so special episode which you never see in any other horse series. Who comes up with the idea the horse have anorexia?
Good one, Aztec.
You can laugh all you want, but you know what they say about paints.
What's that?
No discipline, no attention to detail, no...
Come on, Pepper. That's just stereotyping.
Is it true your home's on the range where the gophers and the wild turkeys play?
Say what?
Cool it, Pepper.
Don't listen to Chili. You go, Pepper.
Jimber. When I first times I watched Horseland, you remember the trailer, and Jimber has huge screen time in it, jumping over some kind of cliff. I remember that it was Jimber, but maybe it wasn't, but as I said, I remember it would be. Jimber was very cool horse, very smart, nice horse, but he barely had any screen time either. I don't remember anything about Jimber. I remember he was smart, and with Will they were like perfect like friendship together. But Jimber had barely any screen time. Did he even have own episode? Never. He just was there. He was there to carry the team when it was time to put like heads together to do something between horses. I think I actually will... I'm sorry, Jimber, but he's gonna go in NPC because he was an NPC. This is not an insult. He just was an NPC. I don't even know if he would have added so much content in the series because he was again made to be kind of the perfect horse. He was the perfect horse. Like Sara was the perfect person. Jimber never did anything wrong. Let's take some of these divas. Zoe. Zoe was like Pepper. Mean girl, annoying, racist even sometimes, especially towards Nani.
Well, your language sounds funny. What's the use of speaking a language no one else can understand anyway?
And exactly how many languages do you speak, Zoe?
Such a bully. She's gonna go for the best. Because she added so much content. Horseland would be nothing. I repeat, Horseland would be nothing without Zoe. Nothing without Pepper, Chili or Zoe. I said it. There would be such a boring series if she was not there. That's why she's gonna go for the best, because she was the content creator of this series. And I'm not like saying that she's perfect or good person for that, but it made the content and it made good lesson for kids that don't be like Zoe.
She's going to get it. We've been practicing so hard.
That was a new low, sis.
Let's take Molly first. Alma was very cool, but Molly was also cool, and she was always the one speaking up. If Zoe or Chloe were annoying, Molly was the one open up about it. Not Alma and not really Sara either. Molly was always there to defend her friends. I liked Molly because she was actually the one saying straight to Chloe and Zoe that they're annoying and they should stop doing what they're doing. When Sara and Alma was more like targeting themselves that, oh, they're so annoying, why are they doing that? Molly was the one bringing the message. She's gonna go cool.
I need to be totally at one with my horse.
Sure you do. Until it comes time to muck out his stall.
Alma and Molly to be very entertaining and be at their best, it needed someone else to make them triggered, such as Zoe and Chloe. I hope this guy's name was Will. Will was again, okay, he was also kind of meant to be perfect, but he was never spotlight thief. If the kids had problems, he would be there for them. He was very smart with horses. He was the one who was working at the stable and very like good at his job, what I remember. Very smart. He was the one giving lessons to the kids as well. He was always the one who was like, there was some kind of forest fire and he was the one kind of carrying the team for that as well. But he was kind of meant to be the adult of all. He was chill guy. I'm gonna make him in best. No, you never added any content. Go to cool. Go to cool, know your place, sorry. I just realized he never added any content. He was there to fix the content. But you never were annoyed when you saw him on the screen, right? We're gonna take Scarlet next. Scarlet was also made to be a dream horse, like she would be the one everyone was jealous if we were horses. Very talented show jumper, expensive, well-bred, very good pedigree, not selfish, perfect personality, very smart. Also, she was the Sara in the horse world, leading everyone because she was so OP than everyone else. But in other hand, the creators of the show didn't make Scarlet always be on the spotlight, if you get what I mean. She was very talkative in the stable, but she could be also quiet. Does this make sense? I'm gonna put Scarlet in cool because she was cool, not the best. Kinda again a bit too perfect to be the best. I never were annoyed when she was talking. Okay, then we have last, Chloe. Chloe added a lot of content, but she was super annoying. I think Zoe was entertaining because she had so crazy things, when Chloe was kind of the sabotaging person. Like I remember when she would like waste the water when it was super dry season, that was super annoying. She was always sabotaging people. She was not mean, she was sabotaging instead of being actually like entertaining, so I'm gonna put her annoying, which is very weird because they're very apart. I think I like Chloe in the beginning, but then when her like content started just to be like, I need to look better than anyone else, Sara is doing that thing too good, I need to waste this water now, so I sabotage a little bit of book or something like that. When Zoe would say the most craziest things towards people and make people feel insecure and actually be the like super evil person, Chloe did make it entertaining as well, but Chloe was nothing compared to Zoe. Alright, we did this list, but do you agree? Is there something you completely disagree or something you completely agree? Tell me how you would have made this list, because it is very no child series, so I'm pretty sure a lot of you have different opinions about this. A big thank you that you watch until here, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. We will see you in the next video, hopefully. So bye bye.